Renegades versus Quantum Dios, but we got a cool addition to the stream. We have Alpine to be casting with me.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we kind of didn't really have enough time to get our predictions here, but what do you think about this series?
So far, nothing, but I think Renegades takes this one just on purely shooting blanks. That's it. Renegades looks like the better team on paper, much better team actually, I might say. But actually, Quantum Deus has also put up pressure in the first game, and they might get a lead here as Terra gets the save. It's definitely going to be a one-sided series, or maybe not. We're going to see.
Yeah, it really depends on how Hooded is gonna be playing. Like, to be fair, like if he's gonna be tryharding, like maybe we're gonna see it, like a one-sided series. But if he's like gonna be playing like how he always does, just okay, that's a very interesting play here coming from Hooded, reading that very well, and we finally get to see the first goal. And you know, I was expecting the first goal coming from Renegades to be something too fancy, or like maybe some kind of passing play, and that is clip worthy, but it was just a normal goal, but that's still a goal for them.
Yeah, Hoodie just catches Daniel off guard, and they get the lead. But so far, Renegades haven't showed anything much better than Quantum Deus. They're just looking more solid in attack, and that's the reason they scored the goal. But so far, Quantum Deus also had something to show. They already have free shots, which is more than what Renegades have, and Quantum Deus so far definitely in this. But Renegades still looking like the favorites.
Yeah, like especially with the addition of Crow to the roster, like it's really added more life to in the team, and like yeah, they're definitely looking better than how they did before. Like especially in one of the series, I believe it was like maybe against only the family, or like maybe, um, yeah, I think it was against only the family, and they had like really good offense. Like yeah, even though they got swept, they still looked somewhat decent. Like they still had an improvement. And as we were like casting that series, we kind of were wishing for we really wish we have seen that kind of change a lot earlier in the season, because that could have made a big difference when it comes to the placement and the spot that they can be at right now in the league play.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to see the resistance we wanted to see from them, but so far, maybe now is the time. Quantum Deus pushing up, and Forrest gets a pass to Crow. Crow hits the post. Loco
Oh,
actually with an own goal, and this is what we were talking about. We finally see Quantum Deus stepping up, and a brilliant passing play. A bit unlucky for Renegades with the own goal,
oh
but
man, like
still.
how many on goals have we seen today? I think we have seen like maybe three, maybe five of them so far. Like I think like today's stream, like it definitely had one of the most on goals. So it's
Yeah.
one of the one of those special streams, and it's quite a unique thing to see. But like you also get to see Hoodie spamming nice shots and what a save. So that still means the Renegades, they're still having fun and just having a good laugh. But the ball is gonna go in and nobody's home, and just like that, Quantum Dios, they're gonna be having the lead.
Renegades maybe having a bit too much fun or a bit too much freedom, as Forrest actually booms the ball from his corner, and the Loco and the Terra both in the same position. Really awkward for them. Nothing they can do about it, and they can just see the ball roll in. And Quantum Deus showing the resistance we wanted them to show, and actually might win the first game, but there's still a minute 40 left. It's too early to say anything. As Hoodied passes the ball, Terra with a shot off the crossbar and out. Oh my
Oh,
god, what a save by Forrest. This is tragedy for Renegades, but an epic save by Forrest.
what a save from Forrest, the pre-jump, like coming in from a very awkward spot. He was reading that so well and getting the block, keeping the lead for the team. And, you know, they could just resist right now, and just like what he said, and they could keep on defending, and eventually they're going to be walking away with a win. And I think even if they just at least get one win here in this series, I think that win can mean a lot, especially against such a high tier team. That would be incredible. And wow, Terrarium. Okay, that's not in, but Udit finishing the job, and we gotta see a tied up game.
And as you say it, Terra with a brilliant redirect unfortunately hits the post, but Hoodie is there just to put it away. And Renegades maybe starting to get to the end of this now, starting to get themselves into play. But still, Quantum Deus with a fair chance at winning this first game.
Yeah,
As
it's still
Daniel
neutral.
actually, that was really unlucky. Daniel bumped Crow off the ball.
Yeah, it's still neutral. Or maybe not anymore. Loco getting the read and like from Terim, that was like a little bit too messy. But it seems like Renegades, they're able to get the reads going. Like first we have seen that bounce off the post, and Hoodie was in the right spot to get that finisher. And right now we also get to see the ball kind of bouncing and like going ping pong mode, and they still managed to get that finish. And they have the lead in the last 30 seconds. Can Quantum Dios manage to break the defense and have something done here?
Quantum Deus gonna have to step up the aggression, that's for sure. And Loco actually beating Forest to the ball as Crow gets a save in the corner. These are last seconds, last chances for Quantum Deus as Hoodied is in attack, almost gets a brilliant dunk. Daniel with the save. Can they keep the sub? Can they score? Forest actually takes the ball from Daniel. Hoodied. Loco gets the clear, and I think this is it. No more chances for Quantum Deus. Renegades takes the first game.
It's like Renegades left almost no chances in this game. Like, yeah, first it was like an own goal, and then like it was an open net goal. But most of these goals were kind of like coming from mistakes of Renegades. Like maybe they're feeling too comfortable and just like messing around and trying to have fun. And like like when these kind of goals like happen, all what the team had to do is like just tighten up the defense just a little and continue on doing the same kind of thing. And that's a like close game on paper, like 3-2. But Quantum Dios, again, just like I was saying, they're having some decent shots every now and then. But that still didn't really seem to be enough, as they need to get something done offensively and like maybe have something from their own effort. Otherwise, they gave be struggling a lot here against Renegades because again, the Renegades they seem to be just having fun while doing this.
Yeah, Renegades looking like the much better team, even though the game was only a one goal game. Like Renegades had more shots with a 9 compared to 5, which is a big difference, especially in a 3-3 game. And we're gonna see if Quantum Deus can still keep the resistance, but I feel like they weren't aggressive enough in the first game. Renegades just capitalizing off the mistakes, scoring basically every chance they had, with every 100% chance they had, like scoring what they should have, and that's what works for them. And Quantum Deus actually still kind of giving the resistance that we wanted from them, that we wanted to see from them. And although the own goal by Loco was unlucky, I think the play by Quantum Deus was really good.
Yeah, I mean it was still a good play after all. Like yeah, like not to give them like the credits for these goals. Like it's still a goal, and but like we need to get something like like maybe some kind of passing plays or maybe some kind of like good pressure coming from Quantum Dios, like something to surprise us. I mean they're they're actually surprising us lately with the kind of offensive plays lately, but right now it seems like it's not there at all, and it's really showed because they're kind of looking like a whole different team than how they did last time. Like last time, I have seen a lot of great offensive plays and really good pressure to be coming from them. But unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to recreate the lobby to make sure that everybody gonna have a smooth experience while playing the series.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate. Yeah, Terra, we had some technical issues. Wasn't able to join, uh, and now we're gonna be restarting the series, or actually the second game rather. And so far, Quantum Deus showing, as I said earlier, showing the resistance we wanted to see from them. But Renegade still looking like the favorites. As we're headed into the second game, hopefully this time no technical difficulties, and we can have a smooth experience.
Yeah, hopefully we're not gonna see an early join here because we barely get to see it happening here. But when it happens, it usually ends up with the game starting anyway. Um,
Yeah,
like for Quantum Deals, like yeah, it's a very unique story here. Like they made it like from the second chance in the qualifiers, so they definitely went through a lot to make it here, and they're kind of fighting to fit in with like the rest of the teams that are playing in the league play, and with the last performance they had, it really shows that they have like some kind of potential, but unfortunately they didn't really reach that from the start. And right now, like it has to happen because like again, even if like yeah, they kind of like if there was like some kind of an on goal or something like that. In general, it's like a close game, like 1 goal difference, and I think that's more than enough for Quantum Dios to have the motivation or like some kind of drive to keep going. Like yeah, this game could be for us. Like we can just keep on going, and maybe we can have our play from there.
yeah. Quantum Deus, well said by you. Just completely throwing it in the end, but they still played really well, and Renegades put up good pressure. We're gonna see how the second game goes. Hopefully better for Quantum Deus, since I feel like they had quite a bit more chances, quite a bit more chances that they should have scored, and maybe it would have been an more interesting game. But still, what can you ask from a first game? Teams feeling each other out. So far, Renegades still looking like the favorites, and we're still here waiting for the third player of Renegades, and actually,
Yeah, another early join. So
yeah, another early join
I think maybe we're
went
gonna have to do
unlucky.
this again, and it just had to happen again, I guess. But
All the
I think
players here?
uh, I don't think so. I think somebody's missing again. But this time it's
Yeah.
not too right. Oh, never mind. I think
No.
they're ready. So this time it actually worked. So yeah, as I was like trying to say, for Quantum Dios, I think they could, like, they had the lead actually the first game, so I think it all comes down to maybe having the lead and then just try to focus more on the defense and like try to be consistent. Don't go for a lot of crazy plays that you're gonna be struggling to keep up with the rotation later on. And the timer would do its job for them. We have seen it happening against like Hooded team last season, where they could like lose a couple of games because of that, where they feel too relaxed, and then like later on the team having like 1 or 2 goals lead, and then like eventually the timer hits zero. So I think this is something that they maybe they need to go for. Like maybe they need to have some kind of approach similar to that.
Yeah, Quantum Deus, that's definitely the way to play right now. Just trying to score a goal in offense and then just play as much defense as you can, running down the clock, saving every shot by Renegades. And we saw them do quite well actually last game, but in the end they were kind of not there when they needed to be. And Hooded with a brilliant air dribble, brilliant dunk, and Loco is there to put it in.
So there's a lot of space being given to Hooded, and when you give this guy a lot of space, he's definitely gonna go for something mechanical. Didn't really get something too fancy, but still Loka was there to finish the job and have the 1 goal lead for Renegades. Like after 1 minute and a couple of seconds, but they could get very mechanical. That's something about Renegades and also Hooded, and that's an insane angle coming in from Loco.
Yeah, Loco just Daniel getting a heavy touch and then Loco stepping in. Brilliant shot off the post. I think if it didn't hit the post and in, Forrest would have got the save. Really good shot by Loco, and Renegades 2-0 up already. And Quantum Deus not really having any solution to Renegades defense.
And also, one thing about Hooded, whenever he plays like in a series like that, where it's gonna be maybe against a team that is struggling, he goes for like a lot of mechanical plays and also forces the entire team to go for plays that are similar. So it was kind of a different thing to see that. Yeah, Hooded just went for a solo play. I wasn't really even expecting that because normally you get to see some kind of pre jumps and pre flips in Loco. Okay, didn't really get that, but maybe as I was like trying to speak of it, we're kind of seeing the okay, Hooded with a flip reset here, but still not gonna be finished. They're still having the plays like every now and then they're just having the one of the blue cards to be showing up and having those setups, and that's gonna be a goal coming out of nowhere, and Daniel putting one on the board and one step away from tying up the game.
Yeah, just Renegades completely overextending, and Loco actually bumping Terrarium in offense, and or Daniel rather, gonna take that every day of the week. And Quantum Deus, one step closer, as you said, starting up his game. And Hooded with a free shot, can't really connect to it. And now we see them overextending again, and has Hooded on gold.
Oh, okay,
Hooded
is that
saves it
no
on
way?
the line, no way. Gets saved again, and now they've actually went from almost conceding to almost scoring. Almost,
Oh,
I should say.
what?
Never mind.
No way.
Incredible.
Okay, we're getting teased here. Like the ball is just going halfway in, it just goes out.
I was
Like I
like,
think it could be anybody's goal right now.
yeah, exactly. I was like trying to say almost scoring, and then they actually scored, or I thought they did, and then they didn't score, and then it was like confusion. And still, we're here, 2-1,
Yeah,
hoodied.
I'm just as confused as you are, and I think the same thing goes toward the players. Normally when the ball goes like that, like very like maybe halfway in, and it gets cleared away, it's most of the times it's gonna be resulting in a counter goal for the other team.
Yeah,
But it was like kind of getting swinging back and forth, but nothing much happening. But you know that's a good sign for Quantum Dios. That means they could get something done here. They could step up their aggression, and that could be a moment where they could be having another goal because Renegade's kind of looking too confident here. And Crow with a shot, it's gonna be on the crossbar, and Daniel with a follow up, and Terrarium getting the block. Hooded booming it all the way back, but again we're seeing those shots and looking even better than the first game.
yeah, Quantum Dale is really showing some brilliant aggression as Hooded gets a good save. But still, Quantum Dale is putting up the pressure they needed to put up last game. And now Crow with a shot saved by Terrarium. Quantum Deus, can they equalize this game? That is the main question we have right now. Really having a lot of offensive pressure. And actually the net was open for a moment and Terrarium barely gets a save off the edge of his car. And Forrest gets faked out and hoodied. Going for a Cox pinch. Hits the ceiling. And actually all players of Renegades committing big overextension. Can Quantum Deus capitalize? No. Shot to the corner.
So most of the goals are happening right now for Quantum Dios. They're just coming from um, Renegades just overextending the offense, like just trying to go for so many plays, even though that would be some kind of a questionable play, but they're still able to get away with it. That's something really good about them, which is also a unique thing to have. But it's quite risky for sure. But if they could win games like that, then they're having fun while doing so. We haven't really seen any kind of pre-flips and pre-jumps in the air or something like that. That's how we usually get to see happening once Hooded is playing. But again, like Quantum Dios, like I know what kind of strategy they should be using. Like I don't know, maybe let them attack, give them space, and then like try to capitalize that. It seems like that's the only hope at this point.
Yeah, Quantum Deus showing good pressure, showing they can do it. All they need is to capitalize in the end. And now actually we see Terrarium not being here again, but he joins the game, joins the match. And we're off to another probably good game because last game was really exciting. And
Yeah.
we're going to see how this one goes out.
Well, okay, that's nearly in, but not even with a follow-up. So that could have been a great moment for Quantum Dios to start really quickly.
Yeah, Hoodie
Now,
actually
Forest.
missing a clear on his backboard, and as soon as he missed it, we saw all three players from Quantum Deus pushing up, trying to score the open net. Uh, Ended up with no goal in the end, but they're still putting up good pressure. And again, like last game, and Hoodie gets an important save of Daniel's shot.
Oh, Terrarium. What car is that? Like, I don't think
The
anybody uses
Batmobile,
this Batmobile anymore.
but yeah,
I almost
interesting choice
forgot about the
definitely.
car that's it even exists.
Yeah.
But an interesting choice here from Terrarium.
Ooh, Hoodie getting a really good save. And Renegades showing that they're under pressure right now. Hoodie trying with all his four wheels to save every shot that he can to help out his teammates. And Loco with a really good pre-flip. Hoodie with the fakes out one player. Daniel gets back, saves it. Hoodie trying to embarrass them doesn't work for him. At least the first try, and Quantum Deus successfully defend themselves.
I think maybe they're just trying too hard at this point to show that they could get flashy goals even when they're not really trying. But their defense is just kind of crumbling at this point. Like they're kind of letting in a lot of easy pressure to be coming in from Quantum Dios and almost a dunk coming in from Crow. So it's already showing that Quantum Dios they're having really good plays here. Like from the start, like we have seen that shot, even though it was a 3 on net, but that was still a good moment for them to be stepping up. And Hoodie after 2 minutes, and you know, at least Quantum Deals, they're not really letting them to get something too fancy, and that was like the demo and the goal. That must feel too aggressive for them.
Yeah, Hoodie catching the defense of Quantum Deus off guard and getting a brilliant beat over Forest and actually a demo and goes in. Brilliant play by Hoodie. As we see Quantum Deus stepping up again, putting up the pressure constantly, but just can't get onto the end of the shot or the end of the chance rather. But we see them with an open net. Forest puts it in.
Oh, like this ability to capitalize on the mistakes and Crow, like maybe it was like a little bit of a delayed pass, but Hoodie, he was like right in front of the ball. Like he could have done something, but Forrest was able to show up faster than Hoodie and get a shot on net. And the ability is still there, but it seems like even when Renegades they're struggling in the defense, they're letting in a lot of easy pressure to be coming at them. They're still able to hold on very strongly, but Quantum Deus they're still able. They're like also able to have the ability to capitalize on these mistakes. So you never really want to take this maybe a little bit too granted for you because you never really know when they give you striking back because we have seen them catching the defense of Renegades off guard and scoring plenty of open net goals.
Yeah, Quantum Deus really showing that they're here to play as well. With 2 minutes remaining, Quantum Deus is a big question mark at the moment because they have all this pressure but just can't score. And let's see if this game is gonna end differently as Forest pops the ball up for one of his teammates, Terrarium, off to the wall, just constant waiting, just trying to play the offense out, and that works out from them as Hoodie gets a brilliant top corner shot off Terrarium's pass.
Yeah, that was coming in way too quickly for the defense to even get any kind of reaction. Like the placement and like normally you don't really get that much of power on the shots like that, but Hoodie did it so well, and it was like nearly top corner. Like it wasn't that perfect, but it was still fast enough, and they finally get to have the lead, and which is something that Quantum just didn't really have since game one. Like we find them having like 2-1 on the board, but um, later, like in the second game, we haven't really seen it, and right now we haven't even seen it yet. But 1 minute and a couple of seconds, they're still having the pressure, they're still having the shots, looking better than the first game for sure. But again, it seems like Renegades always controlling the ball, and it seems like it's their own ball right now.
Yeah, Renegade is just really showing to Quantum Deus who's the boss here or in this series, and Hooded really showing that he can do much more than we expected he can, at least. Constantly trying to go for cool shots and still with lead. And we're gonna see how this series ends and if Quantum Deus can equalize. As Forest sends a booming clear, but no one there. And look at the space Renegades have. So much space. Hoodie decides not to go for the shot. Brilliant fake. Flick over the last defender. Hoodie's just having fun, as is the whole roster of Renegades at the moment with 7 seconds left. Can Quantum Deus do this The ball going downfield. And Terrarium going for a double touch, and looks like this is gonna be it. Renegades taking the whole series. In the end, completely messing around, just going constantly for cool shots, but still managing.